Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you are here across the pond, what's going on? Today we are here for an update regarding the Bukayo Sake situation. I'm going to jump straight to it. It's just a quick snippet. This is not the 7-day theory. This is just like a random sport report that we do for Monday before game day. So Bukayo Sake for Arsenal, congratulations on your contract. This young man just got paid the other day. $15 million contract per year on a 300 week thousand per week. So Bukayo Saka, welcome to the elite status. I was watching the rating this morning. They put Bukayo Saka after Lionel Messi. Folks, let's not gas him up yet. He's nowhere near Lionel Messi. I'm glad that he's getting the praise that he's getting. He's getting his contract. And this is good for him, good for his family, good for the brand, the Arsenal brand. We finally get the superstar we've been looking for since Thierry Henry left. So Bukayo Saka again, congratulations. But the thing is, the media, Sky's News and the Sun are saying, "Oh my God, this guy's like the next thing to Lionel Messi." He's not there yet. Kid, do not let this success get to your head. Put your head down, focus on your football, please. Keep doing what you were doing before you got the money. The reason I'm saying this is because one thing I've noticed in football is that when players get these big upgrades when it comes to their salary, their performance tend to dip. If you're an Arsenal fan, there was a guy named Aubameyang. The list goes on. Nicola Anelka got a raise and left Arsenal, went to Bolton, and then played for Chelsea later on in his life. So, young man, keep doing what you were doing before this money was given to you the other day. Moving on to football. At Tottenham, the news is official. It's about to be signed soon in the next 2 months. Your prince, which we lended to you from the North London colony, is finally leaving Tottenham. Christmas came early for all Arsenal fans. No more Harry Kane. I don't have to deal with that anymore. Let's go down to memory lane. In 1999, Arsenal signed, or 2000, signed Sol Campbell from the Tottenham Hotspurs. They held that grudge ever since we stole one of the best defenders. Now we even. You cannot say that we did not give you a player. If you look at Harry Kane's life or his history, this kid have Arsenal in his DNA until he was 9 years old. I would like to thank Tottenham Hotspurs for creating the greatest Darth Vader I've seen in football and use it against us over the last 10 years and a half. For any Star Wars fan out, they will also follow football. Look at the life of Darth Vader. This man has slaughtered more Jedi younglings and Padawans than any Sith Lord there is in Jedi history. The pure hatred. Why is this? He was once a Jedi. He understood the philosophy of Jedi. He became the Sith best weapon against the Jedi Council. Harry Kane was Darth Vader in football to me. An Arsenal player was supposed to be raised in the faith and enjoying the Spurs Academy at 10 or 11 years old and use that raw aggression against us for damn near 11 years. Now, if you look at the North London Derby, who is the highest goal scorer in the NLD Derby? Oh, I'll wait if you can do your statistic and your math. It's Harry Kane. Our own weapon who was used against us for the last 10 years and a half. But no longer we have to put up with that nonsense. Folks, he's going to be signing for Manchester United by May. And according to what I'm hearing, they would like the contract signed before the season ends. When that contract is signed, oh happy days. I can't wait for Harry Kane to become a Manchester United player. And still staying in Manchester, there is a rumor that Calvin Phillips is ready to jump ship. Now, Arsenal, I know that we signed Jorginho on loan from Chelsea in January. Now, Calvin Phillips is already a member of the England senior squad. This is someone that we should be looking at to replace Jorginho, who is not our player, who's on loan at the moment. When the season ends, we all know that Jorginho will jump ship back to Italy to play for either Juventus, Inter Milan, or AC Milan. Or he might even possibly return to Napoli where he played before he came to England. So, Mikel Arteta or Edu, we should be paying attention to the Calvin Phillips situation at Manchester City. The reason why he wants to leave City is this. He's not getting play time because the knucklehead named Rodri, who almost injured Odegaard, is still, well, he's going to be the number one for a long time. And there is a rumor that Zubimendi, who just signed a contract with Real Sociedad, may change his mind and come play for Manchester City in the summertime. So we're going to keep you posted on that. But Calvin Phillips, last year he made the move to Manchester City for £42 million. Now, if we go buy this guy in the summertime, I believe that Manchester City now hold a grudge. They will not sell us their players anymore on the cheap. We may have to fork out 30 to 25 million pounds for Calvin Phillips. I would like to have this guy in North London. He played for Leeds. He understands the league. He's the ideal midfielder I would have to play with Declan Rice, who will be joining us like in the summer. When Thomas Partey is injured, you will need someone to deputize that position in the CDM. In my own perspective, in my own point of view, no one can do this job now better than Calvin Phillips in the top four of the best clubs in England. So Calvin Phillips, if you really want to leave Manchester City, come to North London, come to Arsenal, don't go to the other side. Because Tottenham don't deserve to have any good players after Harry Kane is gone. I want this club to go down to the latrine. No disrespect to expression. But your club will never have another player for us again. Harry Kane was the last one, the last straw that broke the camel's back. No more. Now, moving on to the world of, still Tottenham. I can't get enough. I can't get enough when it comes to Tottenham. You guys just keep blessing me with the pointers. One of the best players, their right back, what's his name? Emerson Royal. This guy will need surgery and he's done for the season. He will not be playing for the Copa America, a tournament for Brazil. Oh, Tottenham, stop. And for MMA fans, we have good news because according to a little rumor, Francis Ngannou may come back in the UFC to fight John Jones. Because in the rankings of MMA, he is still ranked number one above John Jones. I'll explain. John Jones got a contract. It's a 3-fight contract. It's not a John Jones was not back in the UFC per se to fight long term. It was a 3-fight contract. Francis Ngannou is the one who had the UFC contract, which was, I believe, minimum 5 fights. His contract was canceled because he wanted to jump into boxing to test his wits against Tyson Fury, who now has been booked to fight the Ukrainian guy Alexander Usyk for the title, for all the marbles. So, according to what I'm hearing, it's not factual yet. We're waiting for the news to be official. The fight that we all want to see to determine who's really the number one heavyweight, pound for pound fighter when it comes to MMA on the planet. So Francis Ngannou, do not be surprised. You heard it from me first. You know when I drop my rumors, you know. We're going to see how this story develops. And I would like to see Francis Ngannou make his grand comeback in the UFC. Because this John Jones narrative that they're writing in Vegas as the Superman that cannot be touched, or he's just this mighty, he's just this god of it. Nah. I want Francis Ngannou to come back and put an end to all that. John Jones, we got respect for you. No disrespect, my guy. But you know, one slap from Francis Ngannou, you go to bed, bro. Okay, so I would like Francis Ngannou to come back with a record of 17-3 in MMA overall. Come back, sign the contract, even if it's a one-fight contract, just to get a piece at John Jones. Sign the contract, Francis. Put this boxing fantasy of yours to rest. You're not a boxer. I don't want you to get embarrassed in the boxing ring. Come back in the cage, do what you do best. We're gonna put an end to this John Jones narrative once and for all in 2023. I'm fed up with this. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Francis Ngannou, wherever you are right now, if you're in the United States in Vegas, or if you're in Cameroon, please, my brother, come back and sign this contract so we can get this fight popping soon. And one last thing I would like to address in the MMA realm for the upcoming fight in UFC 287, we got bad news. In the co-main event, the young man has pulled a hamstring. I believe he's Mr. Lee from China. He's hurt. He's not going to be fighting in the co-main event. I don't know how Dana will fix this. There is a rumor that Israel Adesanya was hurt. Folks, it's all a lie. That guy was putting a lie on the Twitter page saying that Adesanya was hurt. I just watched Adesanya train last night doing wrestling with his partners in New Zealand. He's fully healthy. He's ready for the fight against what's his name, the guy from Brazil in the Amazon. They're ready for the fight. And also, somebody who was talking trash in Florida this week was Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal made that statement that I'm going to paint my face Van Gogh style with Gilbert Burns' blood. That's what he said, folks. He said, I'm going to paint my Van Gogh on Gilbert's face. Jorge Masvidal. Anybody who should be humble in MMA should be you. When Kamaru Usman dislocated your jaw 2 years ago in the cage, you see, you have a short memory, don't you? Huh? You forgot what Kamaru Usman did to you in the flash knockout. Huh? Now you're making threat to Gilbert Burns from Brazil that you will paint your face or his face with his blood. Dude, you funny. You know I like Gilbert Burns, right? He may speak that Portuguese. He don't understand what you just told him in your Miami slang. But look here, my boy. I am pulling for Gilbert Burns to submit you in a python choke. For all my jiu-jitsu folks, you know what that means, that rear naked crucifix. So be careful what you wish for with that statement, okay? We don't want to see you get embarrassed in the octagon this Saturday, bro, or next week. So, Mr. Burns, this man want to do you harm. There is an expression where I'm from. Who God bless, no man curse. Jorge Masvidal, just remember, for every time you want to make threats, we're going to keep sending you this knockout flashback Kamaru Usman. And I hope you get it this Saturday, bro. Seriously. You don't disrespect a man like that, bro, okay? But Gilbert Burns, please, prove us wrong. Crucifix, please. I want a proper jiu-jitsu choke on Jorge Masvidal, and it's been one. That's all I got for today, folks. We out.